So September 2012, here's my review for Lawless. Used to be called Wettest County in the World, then they changed the title to Wettest County, and for some reason, like a month before they were going to bring the movie out, they just changed it to Lawless. Based on a really kind of interesting book about Prohibition. I guess this is the counter movie of the movie The Boardwalk Empire on HBO, the TV series, where you're sort of seeing the blue collar roots of Prohibition, and whereas Boardwalk Empire is kind of the white collar criminal roots of it. And it's funny because I'm watching this movie and it's just kind of like a little bit all over the place, and you're kind of wondering what's happening, because they have like they basically based like Shia LaBeouf's character is kind of like the leading guy, but then you kind of wonder where in the book, in like Tom Hardy's character Forrest is kind of like the leading man. Really kind of weird and interesting performance by Tom Hardy too, where something funny happened in the middle of the movie where everything's all over the place, and you got these kind of like standout, kind of like charismatic performances going, like a Tom Hardy, and then you got the bad guy, Guy Pearce is playing like this kind of like flamboyantly homosexual bad guy, and he's kind of like a sociopath, and but they really don't tell us much about Prohibition. It's very violent. There's a lot of blood in this film. There's a lot of beat up scenes and things like that. It's like, but there doesn't seem like to be a context to the violence at all. And it's funny because like halfway through the movie, I'm sitting with my girlfriend, and she basically whispers to me, "I don't like this movie," and it was just kind of funny because it's not that I didn't like this movie. It just seemed to be a lot of like essence, but not a whole thematic story, because I didn't really know what they're trying to tell with this movie. And Hardy's guy, like this guy's like the indestructible force, like meets the movable object, where he gets his throat slashed, he gets shot 3 times. This is the 1920s, but for some medicine miracle, the guy keeps on going, and then he dances at the end, and he falls into a creek, and it's just like, sorry, without getting anything away, it's a very kind of interesting character that he plays, and just grunts and moans. And Jessica Chastain, who's an upcoming actress, is full frontal nudity. She shows everything to us, and she doesn't really have a role in the movie. So you wonder if like basically when you're watching if they cut her scenes apart and her and Tom Hardy's romance apart, because it doesn't seem like she really has a purpose in this movie, and she's a rising actress, and she gave up her whole body, like nudity wise, for a reason, because she probably believed in the project, but then she didn't give her a role at all. Anyways, this movie seems to be a scattered mess with a lot of brilliant moments in it, but I don't know, as a whole, I don't even know what they're trying to tell me. That's my review.